Are you an international medical graduate or IMG looking to match to your dream residency program in the US or Canada? It is important to be aware of the challenges you will have to overcome to match successfully. In this video, you will learn about the eligibility criteria for IMGs in Canada and the United States and how to make your candidacy stand out. Finally, we will go over IMG-friendly residency programs. Hi, my name is Chris and I'm an admissions associate here at BeMo. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe on whatever social media channel you're watching this from now so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. If you would like us to help you match to your top choice residency, visit BeMoResidencyApplication.com to schedule your free initial consultation. As a quick tip, check out the timestamps in the description of this video to navigate to specific sections of the video that you're interested in. Here's what we're going to cover. Eligibility requirements for IMGs in the US, eligibility requirements for IMGs in Canada, how to match successfully, and IMG-friendly residency programs. By the way, we're giving away $50 Amazon gift cards every week to the best comments and questions, so comment below for a chance to win. Now let's get started. Before IMGs can start applying for residency positions, they must meet a set of requirements. U.S. medical schools have their own definition of international medical graduates. It is the location and accreditation of the medical school attended that determines whether the graduate is an IMG, not the citizenship of the graduate. This means that American citizens who graduated from medical schools outside the United States and Canada are considered IMGs. Non-U.S. citizens who graduated from medical schools in the United States and Canada are not considered IMGs. The Educational Commission for Foreign Medical Graduates, or the ECFMG, assesses whether IMGs are ready to enter residency programs in the United States. You must be certified by the ECFMG before you can take the USMLE or start a graduate medical education program. The ECFMG coordinates the ERAS application process for international medical graduates. The certification process starts when you apply to ECFMG for a USMLE/ECFMG identification number. As soon as you can get this number, you can use it to complete the application for ECFMG certification. Once you submit your application for certification, you may apply for the USMLE examination. As one of the requirements of certification is the verification of your medical school diploma, you cannot complete the entire certification process until you have graduated. The Federation of State Medical Boards publishes state-specific requirements for medical licensure, including minimum postgraduate training required, number of attempts at licensing examination allowed, and time limits for completion of licensing examination sequence needed for license eligibility. Make sure to check their website in advance, as you don't want to waste your time and money applying in states that limit training permits or recognize fewer international medical schools than the full list in the World Directory of Medical Schools. It is crucial to verify your eligibility within each U.S. state and each program before you apply. Program requirements for each residency position are most often listed on their websites. These may include medical school graduation year, types of visas accepted, or how many USMLE attempts are allowed. Make sure that you understand your program's residency requirements before applying. The Federation of State Medical Boards, the FSMB, updates state-specific information for residencies. You can use this site to find out if you can get a license in a specific state during residency. Some states, such as California, have a list of recognized international medical schools that are eligible for licensure in the state. Some states have restrictions on the number of USMLE attempts allowed. If you are an IMG wishing to apply for residency in Canada, these are the standard eligibility requirements. Number 1, you are a current student or graduate from a school listed in the World Directory of Medical Schools, or your medical school must be accredited by the Committee on Accreditation of Canadian Medical Schools. the CACMS, or the Liaison Committee on Medical Education, the LCME, in the U.S. Or your medical school must be accredited as a U.S. School of Osteopathic Medicine. Number 2, you must have written and passed or be scheduled to write the National Assessment Collaboration, the NAC examination. Number 3, you must have written and passed or be scheduled to write the Medical Council of Canada Qualifying Exam Part 1, the MCCQE Part 1. Number 4, you must be a Canadian citizen or a permanent resident of Canada. Visa holders are not eligible. Provincial requirements. The requirements I covered include just the basic requirements that would allow IMGs to participate in the CaRMS matching process. You must research the requirements of each province separately in order to apply for positions in those provinces. As an international medical graduate, you may have to take additional steps to verify your medical degree, complete additional examinations, or enter into a service agreement that commits you to practice in a particular area for a specific amount of time. Take into account that meeting certain provincial eligibility requirements for IMGs can be extremely challenging. How to match successfully. Competition is fierce for IMGs. Each year, thousands of applicants compete for few positions. In recent years, IMGs in the US matched at an approximate 56% rate, while IMGs in Canada matched at an approximate 50% rate. According to a study by the NRMP, IMGs that matched to their preferred specialty are most likely to rank more programs within their preferred specialty, have higher USMLE Step 1 and 2 scores, be U.S. citizens. When considering how many residency applications you should submit, remember that each application demands a high level of research and preparation. The quality of an application is the most important aspect, so it's better to send fewer high-quality applications instead of more low-quality applications. The Association of American Medical Colleges, the AAMC, keeps records of the average number of residency applications per student for different specialties. Some of the most competitive fields, including family medicine, psychiatry, internal medicine, anesthesiology, and pediatrics, see more than 70 applications from one candidate. So, with all those applications, how can your application stand out? Gain clinical experience where you want to practice. As an international medical graduate, you should absolutely gain clinical experience in the country to which you're applying. This is important for making your application stand out and for convincing program directors that you've taken the necessary steps to transition effectively from a foreign medical graduate to an effective physician in a new country. In addition to gaining first-hand experience in Canadian or U.S. healthcare systems, this clinical experience will also allow you to secure letters of recommendation from faculty members who supervised you and who are familiar with the expectations of U.S. or Canadian residency programs. It is a good idea to consider setting up a clinical externship or enroll in an elective program that can provide valuable hands-on experience in the American or Canadian medical system. If you are currently a medical student, many medical schools offer opportunities for visiting student and clinical away electives. Some programs are free, but most require a fee. Participate in observerships. If you are no longer in medical school, your chances of obtaining clinical experience in the U.S. is limited, but not impossible. Your best option is to participate in observerships. Similar to shadowing, observerships will provide you with an opportunity to learn about the healthcare system in the country you're applying, make connections, and increase your overall knowledge. In some Canadian provinces, IMGs may apply for a clinical observership permit. For example, Nova Scotia issues clinical observership permits to students who were trained outside of Canada and do not yet meet requirements for a license to practice medicine in Nova Scotia. The permit allows you to observe, learn, and gain insight into the practice of medicine in Nova Scotia under the supervision of practicing doctors in hospitals and medical practices. This will be helpful in preparation for your licensing examinations and skill assessment. Keep in mind that the observership permit is not a license to practice medicine, nor is it considered as training or work experience. Gain research experience. Another way to improve your residency applications, especially for programs that focus on academic progress and training future researchers, is to gain research experience. Securing positions as a research assistant will help you set apart from other IMGs, as most programs highly value US or Canadian research experience. Try to gain a position where you'll be testing hypotheses, analyzing results, and preparing reports. Make sure that you form a good bond early on with your research mentor in order to secure an excellent letter of recommendation. Strengthen your extracurriculars. Extracurricular activities matter for one simple reason: every strong candidate has them. You will not be a program director's top choice if you have nothing to put in the CaRMS or ERAS experiences section. Clinical experience, volunteering, teaching, and research are great experiences to possess. These activities can make you stand out above other applicants and can be the difference between simply matching and matching with your preferred program. The directors of residency programs will want to see that you are passionate about medicine and your specialty choice, and that you're constantly learning and growing as a person and future physician. It's important to note that not all extracurriculars have to be related to medicine. Showing dedication and a long-term time commitment to activities that are important to you are just as meaningful. For example, commitment to a particular sport, a musical instrument, or even a type of dance. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to join every single student-run clinic or apply for every leadership program. Make sure that you are only participating in activities that you actually enjoy and are significant to your growth and development. Demonstrate core competencies. It is crucial for IMGs to familiarize themselves with Canadian and US guidelines that dictate the expected behavior and abilities of future physicians. The CANMEDS framework is a good reference for any future physician, and it identifies the qualities and abilities physicians require to develop in order to perform their jobs well. These qualities and abilities can be grouped into these 7 roles: medical expert, primary role; professional, communicator, collaborator, leader, health advocate, and scholar. When preparing your personal statement, CV, or if you are practicing for an interview, try to relate your extracurricular activities and experiences to these 7 roles. AAMC Competencies is another framework that can help you choose and highlight appropriate extracurricular activities. 15 abilities and skills are grouped into 3 categories: pre-professional competencies, thinking and reasoning competencies, and science competencies. These 15 core competencies can help you organize your developed skills and abilities and connect them with your program's expectations. Craft an eye-catching personal statement. For most residency programs, the personal statement is a key factor in their choice of candidates. It's important to demonstrate reflection in your personal statement and write concisely. You'll have to write a separate residency personal statement for each specialty you apply to, but not for each program. So it's important to adhere to any word or character count stated in the program-specific instructions. Let's examine some of the things you should keep in mind when preparing your personal statement for each program. IMGs looking to match in Canada and the United States can find helpful information in program directories. First, be sure to study the description of the program you're applying to, as it will give you some clues as to what you should emphasize in your personal statement. Read between the lines. The description may give indirect or direct indications as to what this program likes to see in their residency candidates. Does the program stress public service or research? Does it seem to highlight specific qualities like interpersonal skills or academic prowess? Perhaps the description questions candidates' level of commitment, ability to handle pressure, and communication skills. Decide accordingly what the main message of this description is and what kind of impression you want to make. Create a strong connection between your candidacy and the program. Next, your statement needs to answer why you want to pursue a particular specialty. Remember, your personal statement is not a recitation of your CV. Instead, it's an opportunity to discuss who you are as a person, how your experiences have led you to apply, and why you are a suitable candidate for the position. You'll need a strong, unique introduction, evidence-filled body paragraphs, and a conclusion that ties everything together and leaves program directors wanting to learn more about you. Finally, your personal statement should be free from grammatical errors and spelling mistakes and should be reviewed, ideally by a professional, multiple times in order to get it just right. Have a look at successful residency personal statement examples to help you craft your own effective essay. According to the most recent NRMP main residency match, the following are the most IMG-friendly residency programs: Pathology with IMG success rate of 42.7%, Internal Medicine with success rate of 26%, Neurology with success rate of 24.8%, Pediatrics with success rate of 15.7%, Family Medicine with success rate of 10%, Radiology Diagnostic with IMG success rate of 9.9%, Psychiatry with IMG success rate of 7.4%, Anesthesiology with IMG success rate of 5.9%, Obstetrics Gynecology with success rate of 3.8%, Emergency Medicine with IMG success rate of 1.6%. Check out our blog to learn more about matching your dream residency as an IMG. I've included a link in the description of this video so you can find the blog easily. If you would like us to help you with your residency application, visit BeMoResidencyApplication.com to schedule your free initial consultation. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, so please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. If you have any questions about matching as an IMG that I didn't cover in this video, let me know in the comment section and I will get back to you as soon as possible. And don't forget that we're giving away $50 Amazon gift cards every week to the best comments and questions, so comment below for a chance to win. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.